Welcome back to the O Show. Happy Taco Tuesday. Everything crypto every day. So on today's episode, we are going to talk about Bitcoin because Bitcoin is testing critical support on my support box at about $31,000. So we have to talk about it. Is it going to break? Is it going to hold? What are we going to do? And then, of course, we've got crypto news stories that you have to hear about. These are going to be the top crypto news stories. And those of you who are Stellar Lumens fans, you want to stick around for this. And of course, I've been getting overwhelming requests from the community to cover Rubic RBC. So we're going to talk about RBC technical analysis. Let's get into it. Our first story is for XLM fans, y'all Stellar Lumen fans. Signal, which is a very popular messaging app, a lot of people left WhatsApp and transferred over to Telegram and to Signal. But Signal is experimenting with Stellar-based cryptocurrency reports. The private messaging app has explored its own digital payments offering, pursuing a strategy similar to other tech players. And with what technology are they going to use? Stellar Lumens. So they're reportedly experiencing with its own digital currencies, as per report. However, such payments offering will not be straightforward process, says its CEO. That's probably why they're using someone else's technology, XLM. The app saw its user base double in the past month with the back of privacy woes at WhatsApp, which we covered on this show. So I'm going to read a clip from this article. Experiments for such token projects were done on MobileCoin, a privacy cryptocurrency based on Stellar, the world's 11th largest blockchain by market cap. Signal CEO Moxie Marlinspike served as an advisor to MobileCoin, indicating how the two projects could have overlapped. So it's pretty clear here that Signal wants to dive down that cryptocurrency rabbit hole, and they're going to be using Stellar. I think if this ends up getting finalized, this is going to be huge for Stellar. Stellar already has a massive community, and this would just make it even more bullish. Let's take a look at the chart. So this is the Stellar chart, and I want to say that we charted this on Sunday. And right now, things are not looking too terribly hot for Stellar, and that's because Bitcoin is dumping. Again, that $31,000 area is going to be crucial for Bitcoin. Either way, if you are not in Stellar and you're interested in getting in, you may have a buying opportunity. We have the EMA pushing price down. It's acting pretty bearish, and we're starting to get ready to enter into my support box. My support box is at 25 cents to about 21 cents. The nice middle area here is going to be at the EMA 50, which is our white line, at about 22 cents. But the daily is not looking good thus far. Taking a look at the 4-hour chart is also falling. I like for us to go ahead and tap this area at 21 cents and then go ahead and rebound. However, we need to hope that this support holds because we are going to enter into this support box here, and we have to pay attention to what's happening with Bitcoin. Either way, if you were a fan of XLM and this news is exciting to you from Signal, you may have another buying opportunity here before things get crazy. Let's talk some legal stuff in crypto. So how Joe Biden's pick for SEC Treasury will impact crypto. So Joe Biden has picked two high-profile individuals to fit these big roles. Experts discuss how they will affect the crypto industry. So more regulatory agencies in the U.S. are in the middle of a leadership shift, which of course with this new administration, is it going to be good or bad though? So Biden went ahead and picked Gary Gessner to lead the SEC, and a quote from the article: "We will need to guard against illicit activity, and yes, we need to protect investors. The crypto exchanges, big exchanges like Coinbase, need to come within the SEC or the CFTC," he said in an interview with Bloomberg in 2018. So the quotes in this article are very, very old from the people appointed, from Gary and from Janet Yellen. However, with Gary Gessner, some important things to note is that he taught a course at MIT how Bitcoin and blockchain could be used in finance. This is important. And he also wrote a co-op for CoinDesk. So he understands the importance of cryptocurrency, but I believe that he's talking about fraud and illicit activities to kind of play into his role, because he can't just be super bullish on it. It doesn't work that way. So Janet Yellen is confirmed as Treasury Secretary, and she has been very, very critical of Bitcoin in the past. And she stated cryptocurrencies are of particular concern when it comes to facilitating crime, including terrorist activity. And she also said, "I think we need to examine ways in which we can curtail their use and make sure that anti-money laundering doesn't occur through those channels." And then on January of 2021, Biden went ahead and froze the double KYC law on unhosted wallets. If you weren't aware of what unhosted wallets were, it's basically if you were to KYC on Coinbase and you wanted to go ahead and move your cryptocurrency from Coinbase to a Ledger wallet, you would have to KYC for that as well. But back to Janet Yellen. It seems a common theme here that for public appearance sake, a lot of these politicians are talking about the bad parts of Bitcoin. And I think the reason why they are is because they have to kind of remain unbiased. Another important thing to know, when blockchain starts to get integrated into government policies and for payments, things are going to be able to be transparent. We're going to be able to see where all these politicians are spending their money. And this might be a bad thing for them. Maybe they're aware of this and maybe they're scared. So maybe that's why they're being harsh on cryptocurrency, because a lot of them are committing illegal activities. Either way, I'm curious and I'm hopeful for the future that these folks will go ahead and, make a positive impact on the cryptocurrency space. However, we do have voices, guys. You can write to the SEC at any time and voice your concerns. This next story is huge for crypto. Harvard, Yale, Brown endowments have been buying Bitcoin for at least a year, says sources, since 2018 via Coinbase. When reached out to these universities, they didn't comment how much money they were spending on cryptocurrency, but they've been doing it silently for 2018. And if you guys have watched my show and followed me, I've talked about big entities buying Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies for years and doing it silently because they knew. They're not going to come out and say it until it's cool in the public eye, but they've been doing it, and they've been doing it for a reason and hiding it from you. Anyways, let's talk about what university endowments are. So essentially they are pools of capital accumulated by academic institutions in the form of charitable donations. These funds, which support teaching research, can be allocated into various assets for investment purposes. Harvard's got 40 billion, Yale 30 billion, Michigan 12.5 billion, Brown 4.7 billion. Why do universities have billions and billions of dollars? I don't know. Seems kind of shady to me. Either way, I think that it is very, very important to note that these big schools are buying and investing in cryptocurrency and Bitcoin and have been doing so privately since 2018. I don't know about you, but I want answers. According to The Block, NASDAQ-listed Marathon Patent Group buys $150 million worth of Bitcoin as part of the company's treasury reserves. Publicly traded Marathon Patent Group has bought Bitcoin worth of $150 million, and Marathon CEO Marek Okamoto told The Block that purchase was made from the company's cash reserve. Another big company buying Bitcoin. I wonder why. If you're bullish on XRP, Kucoin adds XRP USDC, BSV USDC, and EOS USDC trading pairs. So if you are in the United States and you want to buy XRP, this may be your solution, because I'm getting a lot of you guys on TikTok asking me where to buy XRP. And me personally, I'm not investing in XRP due to everything that's going on with the SEC, but I know some folks that are global are interested in buying XRP as well. Either way, this is presented to you to do what you want with it. Per community request, RBC Rubric. Getting a lot of you guys requesting, and I'm going to go ahead and chart this for you per community request. And I will do that a lot. If there's a community that goes ahead and request stuff, I will chart it for you guys. If some of you don't like that, you're going to have to deal with it, because I care about the community. Just because you might not be bullish on a project, somebody else may be. Anyways, I says we were going to drop to about 8 cents, and it looks like on the 4-hour chart, we're starting to get a little bit bullish and looking like we want to head up. However, on the daily chart, I'm not so sure that this is going to hold. The EMA 9 looks really great, which is our green line here. However, it's looking like we want to go ahead and bear cross. If that confirms, you can look to 6 cents. I would be very careful with this project right now, just because we've created a very strong area of resistance at about 10 cents. Yes, the 4-hour does show that we are a little bit bullish here. However, I would be very, very, very cautious, because we're going to actually have to flip 10 cents. Do we have enough momentum to do so? It's looking like we are, but I would still be very cautious here, and I would also be paying attention to Bitcoin. So I'll give you 2 scenarios. First scenario would be bullish for us to flip 10 cents and then go ahead and tackle 12 cents here. Bearish would be for us to actually reject here at 10 cents, break 8 cents, and then drop to this area here between 0.069 to 0.062. Using Market Cipher for Bitcoin today on the daily chart, a lot of people are pressed about this 5% drop we had from about $32,400 to about $31,000. Taking a look at the daily chart, daily is looking like it does want to pop up. However, we're not getting confluence between these two indicators, between these two oscillators. So what I'm calling for Bitcoin, I'm still calling for a zigzag price action here, some more consolidation. However, when we get these little drops on Bitcoin, people freak out and they start selling their bags. Don't do that. Stick to your trading and investing plan. Have strong hands. And if you got to cut your position, cut it, but stick to your plan. Taking a look at Bitcoin on the 4-hour chart for what could happen today, it looks like we had a nice bounce here at about $31,000. However, we're starting to see a little bit of weakness. The yellow peak is bullish. It is heading upward. However, we really need to work on sustaining $31,000. If $31,000 breaks, we're going to head to $27,000, $28,000 in my opinion. Back to the daily here, just to kind of take another look at what is going on. I'm not really sure what's going to happen with the market today, guys. I would be very cautious. It's not looking too good. And even on the weekly is kind of looking, it's not super bullish to me. We also have the support down here at $28,000. So either way with Bitcoin, I'm going to be hopeful and optimistic that we are going to consolidate between this range here at $34,200 to about $31,000. However, I would consider watching for a drop. If this breaks, which is looking very weak, there's a lot of heavy resistance here with Market Cipher, I would also anticipate $28,000. Not necessarily buy today, but this would be something that I'm looking for unless the market turns bullish. Before we get going, I want to thank you guys so much for watching this show. Also too, I did an interview with two projects that are very similar. One with Reflector Finance and one with Reflect Finance. I have community members from both sides who are pissed off at me, and I get it because you guys are saying that one project is copy pasta of the other. But this is the thing. I will take projects from communities that request it because I feel that it's important to provide an unbiased opinion. I'm just hosting the interviews. And I wanted to let you guys know that I'm hearing your concerns. I understand your concerns. And until something happens to where someone says this is a scam and they can actually prove it's a scam, then I will take the interview down and apologize. However, what I might do is I might actually have team members come on and debate what's going on. So we'll see what happens with that. Either way, you guys, these interviews are for educational purposes only. I'm not telling you to invest in this stuff. This is just me kind of helping and supporting the communities because I'm getting a lot of requests. Either way, I did want to address it because my community is very important to me, and I'm always going to be honest and straightforward with you guys. Have a great rest of your day. Bye-bye.